This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
All right. Oh boy. I'm excited.
For what he eat.
I'm excited for cold meat. All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 233. I'm going to... Should I do the show in an accent just to shake things up?
I mean, you could try, but you probably shouldn't.
All right. Oh, man. Oh, I just got a notification. We're live.
Yeah.
So YouTube's working. That's great.
I got that one a while ago. Why did you get it so late?
I don't know. My phone's fucking weird when it comes to emails. Like, I just don't get notifications.
You get an email notification, not through the app?
Huh?
You get an email notification?
Yeah, I turned off notifications through the app. Because
okay.
it'll pop up in the middle of the fucking night and be like, hey, why don't you try watching this video? And I'm like, I watched one like hockey fight video, and now all YouTube wants to do is show me hockey fights.
You can turn that part off.
Yeah. I just turn them all. I turn off all notifications for shit that unless it's like important.
That's probably why it took so long.
Yeah, because it's ML. Yeah, no guest this week. I was gonna ask Ryan because I knew he was off, but he was so sick Sunday that he left like 2 hours early from his shift. So, and today was his day off. So,
yeah,
and everybody is fucking. We're dropping like flies, all of us.
Yeah, it's that time of year. I feel like I got 2 or 3 people sick at work.
Yeah,
I'm getting over being sick too.
Oh yeah,
definitely not contagious at this point. I'm at the point where my body is clearing out all the phlegm.
Yeah.
So in the morning,
it's
like
that fun part.
Yeah, it's just. I'm fine now. I feel great. Yeah. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel like I'm dying again.
Yeah.
Just from laying
You wake
down.
up like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah. It's just yellow phlegm. It's disgusting.
Bubble throat. But, Brooke's sick. The kid, the choiled is sick. Mm-hmm. And, fuck. If that little fucker gets sick, your ass is getting sick if you're going to be around him. Because he's the most unsanitary little fucker.
That's any baby.
They're disgusting. They're rats.
Just leaking everywhere.
They're gross. So gross. But he's sick. So, I'm sure I'm fighting something. But everybody at the shop is like fucking dying. Mm-hmm. So, which is great because we're shorthanded, and it makes for interesting scheduling. So welcome everybody. I want to do this right away because I'm starving.
Dead.
Radio?
Snack time.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
As promised, Adam brought in
It took me 3 weeks to remember.
Some liverwurst.
But we bought a half a pig.
Yeah, little background.
So,
you know go ahead.
I've talked about it earlier, but Amy's coworker's sister raises pigs, like not professionally. She raises them for slaughtering. Smell like cat food?
You tell me.
Smells exactly like ham and cat food. It actually doesn't smell bad. It smells like smoky and but I don't think I'd like it. Anyway, so we bought a half a pig, which is like 100 and something pounds of meat, which is great. Like we have ham steaks and pork chops and all kinds of shit for the next year. But it came with a half of a liverwurst. And was like, I would try this until we talked about it last week. And it basically sounds like it's going to be like cat food.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, it depends on what you get.
Yeah.
You know, if you get shitty stuff. But right off the bat, I will say there's a little condensation on the inside of the bag, and nothing's grosser than like
Well, it was frozen.
meat condensation. No, it's the look of it. I have this knife,
Okay.
and I'm using this knife because I want to use it. I never get a chance to use this knife, so I think I'm gonna.
It just looks like a very long, like a
long flat blade.
It's a very weird knife because it
It
has a
is.
rounded edge.
Yeah.
But usually, like a fillet knife is that long.
I think this is for carving, like slicing. This is specifically just slicing meat.
Slicing, yeah, like processed meats, though.
Yes.
Like a ham.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a turkey breast once removed. This is just paper. That's
Well,
around
yeah,
it.
it has that like smoking foil like you get with summer sausage.
You're not even gonna try, right?
I'm not gonna try that. It looks just like dog food.
Okay.
Looks like canned dog food.
It's very soft.
I will probably throw up.
No.
I'm sure it's really good.
It's actually
It's
really
just
good.
not food that I eat.
Ooh, I'm gonna fry this in a pan.
Do you think it would be good? I would try it fried.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good.
Yeah. Send me home with a little bit.
Okay.
I'll try it, but I'm not going to eat it cold.
Liver,
Which-
but here's the thing: I'm gonna fry it in the pan, right?
I would say 30 seconds on either side just to warm it up.
Well, I would put like a good crisp on the outside because this is gonna be like frogois in a way because of the texture.
Yeah.
So this is actually really, really good. The more I'm like chewing on it,
Yeah.
because it's sometimes pate, which is essentially what this is.
Yeah, it has ham mixed in with it.
Yeah, it's smooth,
Yeah.
and sometimes pates come out they're like a little grainy because it's a fucking organ. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to get it nice and smooth. This is really
Yeah.
tasty. The worst part about this kind of stuff
The worst part?
is it makes your breath smell like a dog,
Like a pig's liver?
or like a
Yeah.
pig's liver, like a dog ate a pig's liver. It's horrible.
Yeah, I can smell it from here. It does not smell good.
Yeah, it doesn't smell good. I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
it out for like air freshener.
Sure.
Ooh, I
just
got a little
can't-
chunk of something.
It's a good thing your wife is sick because she's not going to want to do anything in the next couple of days anyway.
This is good.
I could just imagine you just like climbing on top of her, getting all in the mood, and her going, ugh.
I can smell it on your skin.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it doesn't smell bad. It smells like cold cuts. It smells like it smells like head cheese.
Yeah.
Which I've had head cheese. It's gross.
Yeah. And you hate cold cuts
I hate cold cuts. Always have.
for as long as I can remember.
For my whole life. Yeah, because we figured it out when I was in my 20s. It was me and my mom figured it out. Because she's like, I don't understand why you don't like cold cuts. I was like, I don't think I had a cold sandwich until I was like 20. Like, no one ever handed me a ham sandwich and said, eat this.
I remember when we were in high school, like 16, 17 in that area, I remember you not liking cold cuts.
Yeah. Well, I never liked it as a kid. And we figured it out. It's because my mom didn't buy cold cuts for my formative years.
Oh.
She ran a babysitting service.
Oh, so you weren't oh, okay.
So she had 10 kids in the house. You're not going to feed 10 kids 10 ham and cheese sandwiches. You're going to give them fucking leftovers and stuff.
Hell yeah.
So I had a hot
something easy,
lunch.
a
I
peanut
always
butter
I
and
I
jelly,
had
you're gonna
peanut butter
cook
and
up a
jelly. I
big
had
bowl
peanut
of
butter and
something?
jelly or like macaroni and cheese. But we always had a hot lunch.
Yeah.
Every day for my whole life. And even like when I went to school, she never sent me with that stuff because cold cuts used to be really expensive. Back before, Oscar Mayer started mass producing everything in one facility and shipping it all over the world. So cold cuts used to be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, they still are if you get good stuff. That right there, you're talking, that's like $3 a pound, but somebody had to raise that pig and bring it to that guy.
Yeah.
So we should plug him too. So it's,
absolutely. It's Malafis?
Malafis
Meat Processing LLC. That's 287 Milan Hill Road in Red Hook, New York.
Yep.
845-876-6306. MalafisMeatProcessing.com. All in the package. Good job, guys.
He
Good
doesn't
job.
he doesn't raise meat. He's not a butcher shop. It's different than that. But if you go and shoot a deer and you want to get it processed to burger and pepperoni, he does that for you.
He's your guy.
Yeah. So I guess that Amy's dad used to use him to process his deer, which I mean I probably wouldn't do, but if I ever wanted like summer sausage or
if you want,
bratwurst,
like, you want liverwurst,
yeah. I would not want a
venison liverwurst. Whoa.
No, if I'm gonna eat
That's gonna be pungent.
if I'm gonna eat venison liver, it's the day that thing got shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. I'm not even gonna bother with it because that's gonna be so fucking gamey. Liver's gamey as it is.
But I would do it like over a fire, like a campfire.
Yeah.
Next to the deer that you just killed. That would be cool. But so like he does a great job, and it's a really good deal. He charges like $1 something a pound, $1.50 a pound for processing, and I'm sure it's like a package. And I haven't talked to the guy specifically, but I mean, we ordered half this pig. We got this giant fucking liver. If you were to get that at a deli, if you were to get boar's head liverwurst, that'd be $12, $13 for that like
for the whole
log
log,
of fucking
probably.
yeah. So basically, we wound up paying them $150 and change, something like that. Amy paid for all of this, so thank you, Amy. But for just raising the pig, which basically only covered feeding them, that was it. Not mucking stalls, not their time, not anything, not slaughtering, nothing like that.
Shit.
Just covered the money that they put into raising them, and then the processing, which is like $1. I think what does it say? $1.50.
Is it $1? It's $1. Yeah, $1.40. Hold on.
No,
$1
it's
a pound.
It's $1
a pound.
Yeah.
This is 1.5.
And I was expecting big cuts, stuff like that, but like fully smoked ham steaks. I mean, like 30 fucking ham steaks.
Yeah,
like tons of them. So I would say it was a full hock of ham, all processed down into steaks and shrink wrapped in the foods, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Full rack of pork chops, whole side of the pig, and then all the bacon from one side, 15 pounds, 20 pounds of bacon, something like that. 20 pounds of bacon at $2 a pound. Bacon is like $7.99 a pound now for the quality that we got. So it was definitely worth it, and I think next year I'm gonna like call them. And we got a shoulder. I think we got both shoulders and both butts for smoking because they probably weren't doing anything with it.
Yeah.
And then a big rack or a big thing of the spare ribs. So
Well, I don't know. This isn't bad. I want to go back to your hang up about cold cuts.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Because you were saying before we started the show, we were talking about this, and I wanted to stop because I have I'm a certain way. You said you love pepperoni, but if it's cold, it's gross.
Yeah. Like pepperoni, eat bologna too. I'll eat a fried bologna sandwich all day long. I just have to not think about how processed it is. But I mean, if I got like boar's head bologna, like I would eat a fried bologna.
I go to the store, I get sausage,
Mhm.
like dried Italian sausage, and keep it in the fridge. And I just I'll stay up late. Brooke will go to bed if I don't have to work the next day or if I'm working late. I'll stay up and I'll just eat that fucking thing. Just bop, 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 bop. Cold shit. Us growing up, my father was one of those guys that he'd cook pork chops the night before, and then he'd have leftovers and just take the pork chop out of the fridge, put it in between two slices of bread, and take that to work. That was his lunch.
That's gross.
He'd eat it cold. I'm not.
No,
we're
I mean, I
totally
get
used to
that.
eating
Well, okay,
shit,
so
like
let's
eating stuff like that cold, eating stuff that's normally prepared hot or is better hot. It always is
of
better hot,
course,
but
yeah.
I'm just not a big deal. Like pizza and fucking chicken, like a piece of like chicken breast in the fridge. I'll just take the fucker out and sit and not even heat it up. Just sit and pick at it.
No, definitely not for me.
Yeah,
because especially like getting into chicken breast kind of territory. Like if you've got like some nice pastrami, like I'll take a little piece and I'll eat that. That'll be fine. Especially like around the edges where it's got a ton of flavor. But if you're talking about something like a chicken breast is the worst part of the chicken. I don't know why people eat it. I don't know why it's at a premium. It's not good. It's just protein and no flavor.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are all into that. I think it just stems from it being healthier.
Yeah.
They said in the 80s.
Yeah, well, the dark meat, too, it's like the dark meat is the thighs.
Yeah, but I mean, we're getting away from what we were talking about. But, like, so now you're just talking about a tasteless, dead, cold animal coming out of the fridge.
Well, it's not tasteless. I cooked it. It's got lots of flavor. However, yeah, I'll eat it fucking cold. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What
wouldn't.
did I eat the other day? Cold. Meatballs. Those horseradish meatballs from the party.
Yeah.
My mom made Bloody Mary meatballs, and they're fucking amazing.
They were very good. Yeah.
I ate those things cold, like out of the fridge, ice cold. They were in a tinfoil package. I looked at the toaster. I'm like, it's going to be 15, 20 minutes before I can eat these.
Why wouldn't you just put it in a bowl and put it in the microwave?
And I went and put them in a bowl in the microwave because they get chewy.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, fuck it. And I just started eating them cold. I finished the whole fucking thing. It was like a bowl of them. I just finished them cold.
I wonder, I don't think I'm all that weird because most people will go, oh, well, of course it'd be better hot.
It's fun. Like,
you know, so I think that my threshold for acceptability is like me. I would go, oh, doesn't matter how hungry I am. I'd rather put it in the. If I was starving, of course I'd fucking eat it.
Yeah.
But like your threshold is, nah, it's not worth it, and then you fucking eat it. Whereas me, I'm like, that's gonna be worth it, and I do it.
Yeah.
So, but most people,
I'd rather
like,
just get to eating.
Yeah, like I say. So it's like things that are supposed to be a certain way, things that were prepared a certain way. You know, I would rather have it that way for the most part. The example that I used was like if somebody how's your breath?
Oh, it's so
really
bad. It's already bad.
He's had one slice.
Well, yeah, almost one full slice.
So the example that I used was if someone was just like, so I got this ice cream, but I serve it hot. You know, so you're like warm sugary milk.
No, but it's still frozen.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, it's hot ice. Yeah, that's it's a reference. What's that?
What is
movie?
that from? Hot Ice.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Fuck.
Figure it out. So some people like to ice their shoulder, and some people say you should use heat. What I'm saying is we use hot ice. We heat up the ice first, and then we put it on your shoulder.
What is this fucking from? It's gonna make me nuts.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
All right.
The guy that said it is one of the burglars from Home Alone, but not that movie.
That's from Bushwhacked with Daniel Stern. Not Bushwhacked. It's Daniel Stern.
Nope.
Is it not Daniel?
I don't know if it's Daniel Stern, but that's the actor.
From Home Alone.
The actor, the guy who fucking stepped on the Christmas
Marv.
ornaments. Yeah.
Marv. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Stern.
The tall one. With, yeah.
It's not in Bushwhacked.
Nope.
It's in. It's not. Is it Celtic Pride?
Mm-mm.
Hot Ice, not Bushwhacked. Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Yes.
How do we get on that? I don't know. Was that warmed up ice cream?
Rosenberger. Is Rowan Gardner and you can't call him by his name. Ah, wonderful. Good job. That's a deep reference. Yeah.
So yeah, if somebody was
thank
just
you,
like,
Mike. I got it.
Yeah, so if somebody was just like, yeah, I serve my ice cream at 162 degrees, you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why'd you make ice cream in the first place?
Yeah.
It's just hot milk with sugar in it.
You heat up the ice cube. That's stuck in my head now. He's got this big mouth, fucking wad of sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Or chaw. And fucking
hot ice.
He's spitting everywhere. What a fucking psycho. Yeah, well, I'm going to fry this up tomorrow. I'll give you a couple pieces.
I'll definitely try it, but I know that if I eat that right now, it's mostly a texture thing that has a lot to do with it.
When somebody says
it's slimy.
I don't fuck around. Like if people don't like something, I'm like, damn, you don't like that? Oh well. Like I don't.
Yeah,
fuck
you're
around.
definitely not one of those.
I don't
folks.
fuck with you if you don't like it, because if you don't fucking like it, then who gives a shit? Your taste is just different than mine. It's very simple. People that like break your balls because you don't like fucking steak or whatever.
Yeah,
that to me is a little strange.
It's
but
fucking crazy.
I'll
to
let
me.
you have it.
When I go to people, yeah, I don't really eat red meat. What? Like I'm some kind of pussy. I was like, it's fine, I guess. I would just rather not eat that.
Yeah,
that's it.
But
and mostly it's because the people that will give you shit are giving you like the crappiest steak you've ever eaten in your entire life. Like we made a London broil. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Stop, everyone out there. Stop making London broil. Right now. If you're
No.
cooking it right now.
London broil is for beef jerky, and that's it.
Stop cooking.
No.
In the oven. My mom.
Go get a fucking ribeye. It's
My
only
mom-
$1 more a pound.
My mom does it in the oven, and it's okay. But it's just it's a challenge. Your jaw's like fucking.
It's so chewy.
Your jaw's
and
fucked up.
and
by
that,
the
like
end of that
that's
night.
what turned me off of red meat.
Yeah.
As a child, I grew up, and like this is not disparaging my, my mom was a great cook. My dad is a great cook, especially barbecue. But I mean, like when we were growing up, like we didn't have a ton of money, so if we were gonna have steak, we were having London broil, and I was like, I don't really like rare meat. I don't. I like it medium.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, you can't.
And you
eat
can't
it above.
eat a medium London broil.
Nope.
You can't. It needs to be rare, or it's not edible because there's no fat in it.
Yeah.
And that's also why I didn't like venison for the longest time. But now I know how to cook. I can make venison fucking great. If I'm going to do a roast, I'm not just going to do a roast. I'm going to do a roast medium rare, and I'm going to lattice it with bacon, and I'm going to fucking soak it in teriyaki overnight, and it's going to be amazing. But just a plain venison rare roast, I'm like, that just tastes like chewy raw meat. Like that's just where I'm at. So what I like, if you give me a fucking ribeye, which is not an expensive cut, nice marbled ribeye.
It depends. Sometimes it's
not
really
great.
fucking expensive. I
Yeah,
go
but
sirloin.
Yeah. Sirloin's a good one too.
My
Yeah.
dad always got sirloins because they were kind of like they were cheap. It was a cheap cut, but it wasn't like shoe leather like the London.
But if you
broil.
do it right,
this
it's
is
not,
Dead Radio Butchery.
That's fine. We could just talk about meat the whole show. So if you have something like a ribeye or a sirloin, the trick is for sure to not do it on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it on the grill. Don't do it. You're wasting moisture. It's a bad fucking idea.
Yeah. I like cooking steak in a pan and finishing it in the oven.
Yeah, you do it like
But
cast iron in the oven.
The way I eat my steak, I don't need to put it in the oven.
No, you just flip it over twice and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I would do, we went to her Amy's mom's house.
Mhm.
Steven cooked I brought over some ribeyes and they came out great. But he just put them on the grill, cooked them like medium rare, and they were awesome. But if it was with no fat on it, now I feel like I'm eating raw meat with no flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not into that.
I love super rare beef. It's my favorite.
I'm better.
I go to
I'm better with it now, but I feel like if you go to a place and you order a steak medium and it comes out fucking perfect, that's way harder to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because it requires super, super high heat and then a good rest. And like somebody really has to know what they're doing.
Yeah. Rare, you just throw it on screaming hot, let it sit there for a minute, and then flip it over, let it sit for another minute on another screaming hot surface, and throw it on a plate, and it's mine.
Yeah.
Delicious. The best.
I think that's how I would cook the liverwurst.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
No,
let's talk about food.
You know what I think you should do? Take a slice of bacon. Cook that in the pan first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
fry that in the bacon grease. Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I feel like that's gonna stick.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna stick.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, it's like Spam. I love Spam. This is kind of, it's like, it's not like it, but it's the same similar
idea.
texture and stuff like that. Let's talk about food. I was gonna ask you about it before, and I wanted to make sure it was on record. It is November 18th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Hudson Valley Hank posted a video the other day. Have you seen it?
Yes. I watched it today.
I laughed so fucking hard.
Because I really believe that he puked off that back porch.
No, he did. You could hear the slopping over the side. All right, I don't want to give too much away, but it was the anniversary of Don Vito,
his death.
Bam Margera's uncle's death.
Great uncle or uncle? I'm not sure.
I think it was his uncle.
Yeah.
But it was his anniversary of his death, so he tried to do the Don Vito challenge. I've never
Which
heard
I
of
think
this.
he made up.
I don't think so. I think Don Vito made it up.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless,
We'll have to talk to Hank.
Hank a full veal scallopini with pasta, side salad, soup.
No, soup or side salad, whatever you choose.
Oh, he got soup.
He got soup, which was a mistake.
Yeah. Terrible idea.
It was tomato soup, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you're eating a pasta dish, why would you get tomato soup,
Yep.
too? He should have went with a salad.
There's so much acid in his stomach.
That salad could have that salad could have saved it because it would have slowed him down enough.
Yeah.
Just because he would have had to chew it.
So with your delicious meal, you're supposed to have a Budweiser, one Budweiser, and 50 shots of peach schnapps. So it's like, what, 20-something% alcohol, 30% alcohol?
Probably, yeah.
And if anybody's ever had peach schnapps, it's just basically hot liquid
a mixer.
sugar. Yeah, it's hot liquid
like if
sugar.
you had sour mix, it's kind of like that, just peach flavored.
It's like viscous and it's like gross sweet, like overly sweet. So this motherfucker lined up all these shots and ate this thing, and he videoed it all. I was fucking howling in my car.
He had 20. He got through. Well, we shouldn't give it away.
No, I don't want to give anything away.
But he had a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot. And then the payoff at the end was my favorite thing ever. I was dying. So well done again, Hudson Valley Hank. Everybody check out his YouTube page. Or just type in Hudson Valley Hank. You'll find him. He's hard to miss.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd like some liverwurst.
He'd eat it. I don't. You know what? I don't know.
Well, he might go. Yeah, it's like Spam.
Yeah, I feel like Hank is got no problem eating cold cuts, but he'd definitely fry this up. I think. I'm just worried. I hope when I fry it up, I don't like it too much, because if I like it a lot, I'm gonna eat this whole thing and I'm gonna end up with gout. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that
because
could
I hear
happen.
that fucking sucks.
What I would recommend for you to do.
Just give me one. I'm gonna run grab a drink. You keep talking. I'll keep listening.
All right. What I would recommend for you to do is to cut half of that off, seal it up in a Ziploc bag, suck all the air out of it, and put it in the freezer. Because I think if you have that whole thing to fry, and granted, it's smoked and fermented.
It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's like summer sausage. It's not shelf stable like summer sausage is, because it's now cut open. But it would be fine for 2 months in your fridge. Yeah, for sure. You know, it's like I said, with that kind of thing. I don't know how familiar you or our listeners are with like smoked sausages and stuff. Like, you get like a gift basket from your fucking job or whatever.
Yeah, it's the size of a fucking.
It comes with summer sausage.
Yeah, it's like a tube, and it's wrapped in red foil,
that's what this looks like. It's a waxed like foily paper kind of thing.
Weird.
Yeah, it's.
Don't eat that shit.
No. I did hear a funny. I'll get into it in a sec, but basically, you take this stuff. It's like a semi-permeable. I think it's actually like wax paper. I don't think it's foily. And you take your sausage and you put it into this.
It's not osmotic. It's semi-permeable.
Sure.
What movie is that from?
I don't know, but you're actually correct. So you push it into this casing, right? And this is instead of a natural casing. And then you add to your sausage the commercial one is called fermento. It's basically yeast. And it goes into the sausage and it ferments everything, and it kills every other bacteria that's in there. You let it sit for a little while hanging, then you put it in a smoker, and then the smoker desiccates it, like dries it all out. And that's how you can go into an Italian deli and they got shit hanging from the ceiling, and it's shelf stable for decades. And this is the same thing, but the reason that this is shrink wrapped and frozen is because it doesn't have the fat content of like a salami, and that's what really helps with the shelf stableness.
Yeah,
and then also it's cut in half.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. The fattiness of it is, I mean, it's liver, so there is fat to it, but it's not that.
But there is so much. I guarantee that's all like the trimmings and like all the fat that wasn't on other things. Those added back into that.
So.
Yeah. But, so I listened to the Meat Eater podcast, and Steve Ranella was talking about how his wife comes down and said, like, your kid just shat out a bunch of worms into the toilet. We should go take a look. And everybody's freaking out about it. And he goes up there and he realizes that the kid was eating summer sausage.
And he was eating the casing?
He was eating the casing
Oh
because it was all
my
sliced,
God.
and he didn't realize that he was supposed to take all those off. So he's like a 5-year-old.
That could have fucked up his intestines so bad.
It's just paper.
Because they're like, well, see, the summer sausage is wrapped in like a paper.
Yeah.
The other sausages, actually, is that
Some of them have like a
hanging
silicone thing, and yeah, like
I get this sausage from Adams. It's in a paper bag, and I cut into it one time, and I just like, I ate the paper, and the paper, it was like, I was like, and then pulled it out. You got to take that shit off. But I have eaten it before, and it hasn't caused any issues. So like certain sausages have, it's like, paper's not
it's not
so
like you're
fucking
fucking
heavy.
swallowing a nail.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something that's gonna get lodged in there. It's just gonna move through you.
But staying on the topic of food, this TJ's Pizzeria thing is pretty
I
interesting.
really wish that we could have gotten a hold of the Pizza King and had him in tonight to talk about this.
Well, the former Hudson Valley
Yeah,
Pizza King.
I don't know what he's calling himself. It's
Now
like
Hudson Valley fitness guy.
Yeah.
Dude, you lost me. Sorry. Can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
it's ruined now.
He got
And
it.
he's just in arguments with people in the comments and shit.
He was. What do you mean?
Somebody was
now
li-
I got to know.
Yeah.
If anybody who doesn't know,
this was weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you might have trouble finding it.
Anybody who doesn't know, Hudson Valley Pizza King, the former Hudson Valley Pizza King. We talked about him on the show.
Food and fitness now.
Yeah, it's like Hudson Valley Food Health and Fitness, or I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't fun. It was no longer fun. But he was reviewing pizzas and stuff like that, and a couple people caught wind, like a couple pizza places that he gave bad reviews to, and they like went back at him. So he's I don't know. And then a couple other things happen. I'm just not really sure. Health, wellness, Hudson Valley Health. I'm gonna poke around here.
Well,
I'm
it came up
really
in my
curious.
news feed, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I never followed this."
Because yeah, exactly. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I read through it, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to.
Yeah, he was like,
sorry, guy, I'm not following your page anymore.
Yeah, he was arguing with somebody. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot somebody hacked my Facebook account. I'm not gonna be able to get into my computer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, poor buddy. But yeah, he doesn't do it anymore. Now I'm trying to find him, and it's driving me nuts because I unfollowed him because I wanted pizza reviews because I can't eat pizza, so I will live vicariously through somebody. And he's no longer doing that.
Oh, good job, Facebook.
But yeah, this TJ's Pizza thing, hot off the presses today.
Today? That was
or
3 days ago.
No, it was today.
No.
The article. The raid might have
the article that you're reading. I read this in the newspaper on Saturday.
Oh, really?
In the newspaper, Ryan.
Oh, I didn't know. I read it online. You actually sat down and read paper?
Yeah,
What's wrong
it
with
showed up at work, and I read it before the old people got to it.
Longtime Hudson Valley Pizzeria, TJ's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's that pizza place on Main Street that every time you pass by it, you're like, how the fuck are these guys still open?
Yeah,
Well, this is how.
because they're dealing meth.
It's because they're dealing cocaine and meth by the pounds. 168 count indictment and a number of locals arrested. On Friday, New York State Attorney General Letitia James, I think that's how you say it, announced
Letitia.
Letitia?
It's Letitia.
Letitia.
I don't know, but I just by the way you said
Letitia.
but I knew I could
Letitia.
convince you.
Letitia. And that's a 168 count indictment charging 9 people for their roles in alleged cocaine and methamphetamine smuggling operation in the Hudson Valley. The investigation, dubbed Operation Final Cut, seized more than 4 pounds of cocaine and 1 pound of methamphetamine pills, 3 loaded handguns, and 2 high-capacity ammunition feeding devices. The year-long investigation...
high-capacity ammunition feeding devices? So a magazine?
Yeah. So a 10-round magazine.
No, it would be anything over than 10 would be considered high capacity.
Okay.
They're probably Glocks.
Yeah.
19 rounds.
It's a business centered around several businesses, including a pizzeria, cafe, barbershop. Now, TJ's Pizza is the only one that's named on this article, so I don't know if you can
But it's
look.
more than one.
According to this, it was centered around several businesses in Poughkeepsie, so who knows. Yeah, 9 people arrested, all from Poughkeepsie, some from the Bronx, one guy from Florida, so they were probably getting it from him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they just give you the rundown of like who got what from where and all this stuff. It was basically being sold out of these businesses. And there you go. Hundreds of hours of physical surveillance, wiretapping, covert cameras, and undercover operations. During the course of the wiretapping, conspirators frequently utilized coded and cryptic terminology in an attempt to disguise their illicit trafficking, such as referring to orders of cocaine as cuts and white girl. Officials say.
Let me get 3 white girls.
The article's on Hudson Valley Post, the one I'm reading. It's very like quick and to the point. So I don't know about the other.
The article that I
businesses
read
and
was in
everything like that?
the Poughkeepsie Journal. This was on Saturday, and it basically just said that the son of the business owner, it's a family business. So, but the youngest one was implicated, and yeah, he's in his 20s. He's a young guy.
Yeah, Vincenzo Dilla. He's 25.
Yeah.
He's the main guy that was so cocaine was supplied to Tony Jarrett by resale, or for resale by Vincenzo, and others customers in Dutchess County. So that was like the bodega. That was where you were you showed the clerk your ass and you got whatever, cocaine and methamphetamine.
Yeah.
How
Here
about
in
that?
Poughkeepsie. Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah, so that's an interesting freaking bust.
Well, when I was reading the
Final
article, it was just like local Poughkeepsie pizza place implicated, blah blah blah, and the whole thing. But they didn't give you the name of the place till halfway through the article, and the picture wasn't until page 2A, which is the last page in the whole fucking paper. Now it's 4 pages long. So I'm reading through. I'm like, tell me it's Emiliano's. Tell me it's Emiliano's, and then it was TJ, and I was like, that one makes sense too. But do you remember we used to have a theory that Wagon Wheel was a drugs rent too?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, there's nobody ever in here. How does he pay the rent? I was like, even if we came in here every single day, that's still only $40 a week.
It had to be. He only sold slices. I never saw
he didn't deliver.
He didn't deliver, so he had to pick up.
You could call and you could get a whole pie, but you had to call ahead.
Best fucking
or wait
pizza,
for
period.
It was great. Yeah.
At the time.
But I just don't understand. I don't understand how he stayed open.
Nope. It was
the only way that he could stay open, I was like, okay,
own the fucking building.
let's say he owns the building, owns the whole building and rents out all the other units in the building.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, wouldn't it make more sense to just close down and rent out that space to a successful business?
Yeah, unless he really loves his pizza.
I mean, it was
or
good
he
pizza.
sold shitloads of cocaine and methamphetamine because that's definitely
Did you
possible.
Did you hear about that? This was years ago. I think it was a Domino's where there was a kid that worked there, and they were like, "Hey, could I talk to Vincenzo or whoever?" And he'd pick up the phone and he'd be like, "Hey, can I get extra mushrooms on my pie?" And he'd be like, "Sure, dude." And he'd hang up the phone.
Yep.
And then the delivery driver would bring it to their house, and there'd be fucking magic mushrooms on the pizza.
Yep, psilocybin.
Yeah.
It was where was it?
I think it was a Domino's, somewhere.
Okay, see,
but
I
think it was a chain restaurant.
I heard it was Eddie's Gourmet in Wappingers.
Okay,
That's where
maybe
I
this
heard
whole
it
thing's
was.
made up then.
Everybody's
It
heard
sounds
the
like an
same.
urban. It sounds like an urban legend.
Yeah, I think it's an urban myth,
Yeah.
but what are you gonna do? Because what if you really want just regular extra mushrooms?
But you had to ask for the guy specifically. It was a code word.
Okay. This Operation Final Cut thing. This is they call it cuts of cocaine, so they're the final cut. Why wouldn't they name it something fun? You're busting a pizza place. What would you name it?
Not that.
Operation 2 slices and a Coke. That's what I know. You gotta be fun with this. Operation Final Cut. Sounds like a.
All I'm getting is
It's
places where you can order where mushrooms are legal.
Well, I guarantee it was an urban myth type fucking thing. So.
Yeah, here you go. Psychedelic pizza hoax.
Ah, there it is.
Mm-mm-mm.
Psychedelic pizza.
Oh, this is a fake news website.
Don't
North Carolina.
do fake news.
North Carolina Journal of Politics, People, and Art.
So yeah, it sounds very legit.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking stupid. No, there's no way that they have viable information on there.
I'm just gonna say magic mushrooms.
I've never eaten at TJ's Pizza. Have you ever eaten at TJ's Pizza?
No, I would never go in that place. It looks disgusting from 40 feet away.
Yeah.
I have ridden past there on my skateboard several times. I would never fucking go in there.
Let me see the review. I'm looking up the reviews for for TJ's Pizza in Poughkeepsie because now I'm curious what the reviews are like. Tony's Pizza? That's not right. Poughkeepsie. Let's see. Reviews. We're going to do Google reviews. Jesus Christ. They had 4.3 stars out of 239 reviews.
A lot of meth heads were like, this place is great.
Favorite pizza place ever? TJ's is mine and my family's favorite pizza spot in all of New York. I live in California now and make sure that TJ's is a priority pit stop. It's not only perfect pizza every time. This is young kids, but the buffalo wings are to die for, and the hospitality is wonderful. Yeah, because everybody's high. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. More sticks, very good pizza.
Like the dangerous, really unstable kind of high.
Overall, the food is good, but sometimes with different cooks, your order is not what you wanted. Still great pizza after 20 years. Most underrated in Poughkeepsie. Always good. Love this place, so on and so forth. It's all like, they're blowing the hell out of these guys. People fucking really like this place. I'm looking for shits. Give me the low reviews, lowest ratings. That's what I want to look at because that's where you know. Just like in the Amazon reviews. Paid $50 for nothing. Dessert food is not very good. You get dessert? Of course it's not good.
Why are you getting dessert at a pizza place, you dumb fuck?
All right, see,
unless it's fried dough, you can go to hell.
And this is what I'm saying. You got to look at the bad reviews and be like, what's fucking wrong with you? Gave me a smaller pizza. I paid for a large. Took my money. 1 star. 1 star. Called TJ's Pizza and ordered 1 pizza. Wow, this guy had a long one.
All right, so Mike sent me an article about a Papa John. This is CNN, so we're good.
Okay.
Papa John's, of course, their website's fucking terrible.
Good with CNN?
Fake news.
What's Fox News have to say?
Fake news. Their website's terrible, but I'm trying to look at the article. There we go. Papa John's employee accused of selling cocaine out of the store. June 3rd, 2017.
Like John?
No, he's an employee. Kings County Sheriff's Department out of just east of Seattle. It's called Operation Extra Olives. You didn't find that fucking hilarious?
That's funny.
That's way better.
Extra olives. I like it.
Make the sales in the franchise's parking lot.
You have at your fingertips to become to have like a good joke in there.
Yeah.
Like a good fucking dig. And you go with Operation Final Cut. Come on, man.
Yeah. What would you do?
Operation. That's a spicy meatball.
No, that'd be racist. You can't do that.
Oh shit.
The operation got named because every time they'd order pizza, they'd say, "Give it extra olives."
Oh, see, but that's the thing. So they didn't come up with that.
Went to purchase the drugs. They didn't have any, so they sent us to another one. The same thing happened, so they sent us to another. What the fuck?
Operation Hawaiian Pizza is the best pizza. Really fuck everybody up. Ruin everybody's day. TJ's Pizza 1-star review. Don't order from here. I asked for chicken pizza, and they gave me chicken bacon pizza. I don't eat bacon. So that's a mistake.
Yeah, that's when you call back and they send you another pizza, you dumb shit.
And who doesn't eat bacon? What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, maybe there's
nasty pizza, gross, rude, sucks.
Lots of people don't eat bacon. The Jews. They don't eat bacon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's a lot of them.
Sorry, fellas. And ladies.
But I mean,
I'm into now.
Mike just said Operation Extra Cheese.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's the go-to.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh God, Jesus. I'm doing a show. Leave me alone. Operation. I don't know. They're all taken. Like Operation. I don't know. I can't come up with something.
You can't talk shit.
I can't. I really can't.
Do you think they sit down in a room for like a while and talk about what to call the operation?
No, but I'd be thinking about it as I was going.
Do you think they take a vote?
They obviously named it after
Yeah.
they figured some shit out.
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna call this Operation
Final
like,
Cut.
Yeah.
There's this one guy like, fuck you, man. I want to name this Operation Salad Pizza. It's gross pizza.
That's gonna be the name of this show.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Operation Gabagool, and you got to spell it out like that, Gabagool, which is capicola. I don't know.
I don't know what.
I don't know where the
chance.
capicola is like. It's a cured meat. It's a cold cut. You know what? But Gabagool is what meatball.
Are you even Italian? I'm supposed to know this shit. Yeah,
I'm
I don't know any of this
I got a
crap.
whole fucking 25%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, more than that because my mother's side has some Italian too.
Mother's side.
My mother's side. I live down in the Bronx with my cousins. I don't know. Yeah, so like American Italians, they say mozzarella instead of mozzarella or ricotta,
Yeah.
instead of ricotta.
Yeah. The Brian Regan bit.
Gabagool.
Brian Regan bit. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Pasta visual.
I'm gonna have some Lucky Charms.
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
It's like,
that's
so yeah,
very
but
weird.
yeah, Operation Gabagool. That's my vote.
It is odd because my family always said all those things, and I always thought it was stupid. As a child, I thought it was stupid, but I still feel weird saying manicotti.
Yeah, Managot.
Yeah,
Managot,
yeah.
not manicotti.
I just don't know where that comes from.
It is a strange fucking thing,
Yeah.
and I don't get it, and I don't know why. Like, and like they'll people will correct you if you say, I'll have, can I get fresh slice mozzarella? And they'll go, it's mozzarella. No, it's not. It's
Yeah, I
spelled
feel like it's
mozzarella.
not.
Yeah, but it sounds weird when you say it like that. No, it doesn't. It sounds correct, especially in Italy. They
But
think
do
you
they-
sound fucking stupid.
They
like
say they probably say like mozzarella.
yeah,
Yeah.
that exactly like that.
Yeah, so Italian Americans are cunts.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Italian Americans
Are
to,
fucking
to
wrong.
real Italians are like someone from Alabama
Yeah.
to someone.
So
from
it'd
New
be
York.
like ricotti,
yeah,
manicotti,
Mhm.
mozzarella.
yeah,
Those are all correct.
prosciutto
Prosciutto. Yeah.
instead of prosciutto.
Yeah.
You're missing something.
Yeah. I like a
What was it? It's gabagool. What was the other one? It's gabagool, salami, mortadella. That's mortadella. Yeah, I'm trying to like. There's a fucking lot of them. You know who's got a lot?
I hate
Matthew.
everyone so much.
Because Matthew worked in the city
Yeah, yeah.
for like a Greek.
And then he worked at fucking Longobardi's.
Antonella's,
not Longobardi's.
Antonella's.
He
So
worked-
he's
he worked
got
at
a
Antonella's,
fucking
yeah.
bunch.
Yeah.
We do it all day at work.
But it's like any one of those people would equate that when someone says, "Can I get a double espresso?"
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing because you're just pronouncing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sound it out like a fucking 6-year-old. Just sound it out. You don't need to do the accent.
Can I get a melee?
It's
Where is that extra
Yeah.
E coming from?
It's like if I go into a restaurant and I said, "Can I have a quesadilla?" No person is going to be like, "It's pronounced quesadilla."
Quesadilla.
No one's going to do that
Yeah.
ever. Ever. If you're just like, but if you were just like, "Can I have a quesadilla?" People be like, "You're fucking stupid."
But yeah,
Yeah.
if
you're like, "Can I have a quesadilla?"
yeah.
Everyone would be fine.
But what if you went in and you were like, "Can I get a quesadilla?"
Can I get a quesadilla? Do you mean cheese or
Quesadoo. I'd be like, "What are you? What the fuck is that?"
Okay, yeah. So, Italian immigrants, step it up.
Let me get a burrito.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. So fucking stupid.
All right, well, I'm glad we cleared this up. Because with zero research, I now know it's pronounced mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
So it's fine if I say mozzarella because that's just an American accent.
It's
And the thing is, anyone listening, I understand we say coffee incorrectly here.
it's
It's coffee.
It's coffee.
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 That's how it's supposed to be
I say
said.
I say coffee.
Yeah. Fucking everybody does. That's fine. That's a regional dialect.
Yeah.
Not what that is.
Not just substituting words.
Yeah, that's just some made up
here,
shit.
Give me this. I'll give you this one. This is pasta fagioli. It's
Fagioli. It's so
Right
it's
there,
spelled
okay?
fagioli.
Fagioli, but
Yeah.
this is how
But it's in Italian.
in
It's
Italian,
with Italian. A G is going to be a J. J.
these are
Fagioli.
these are what fucking Goomba. This is how Goombas pronounce this.
with a Z and an H, 4 O's.
Pasta fazool. Instead of fagioli, fazool. Where's the Z? Where did it come from?
I feel like Tony.
And why is there an
I
ool in there?
I feel like Tony Vera.
Tony says that.
Yeah,
That's
I feel like
what
Tony
Tony's-
Vera
Tony
needs
Vera
to
says that.
needs to be involved with this conversation.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it's a fucking weird, and it drives me crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Gabish.
Yeah. You want to know the best pasta fagioli I've ever had? It's made by Miller,
Like the
who's
beer?
a Colombian guy who works in the kitchen at the Italian restaurant I work at.
All the best Italian chefs are from Ecuador.
Yeah.
But the thing, like Anthony Bourdain I've talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Bourdain had something to say about that, though. Like people from, like, typically when you're in a kitchen, you see a lot of South Americans or whatever the hell. And he goes, the reason why is because they just want a job. They can cook because they grew up cooking with their families and everything like that.
You can
and
adapt.
They work hard, and they don't give a shit about altering a recipe. If you say if your pasta sauce has a handful of red pepper flake chili that goes into it, which is incredibly way too much, they're still gonna fucking put it in there because you told them to.
Be like, cool, thanks.
You get some like fucking lily white rich kid from fresh out of the culinary. He wants to be like, he wants to change your fucking recipe because he wants to be a star chef. And that's why kitchen staffs kind of are the way they are. Because
Well, the thing I love, and I've never worked like in the food industry before, like never. I worked at the coffee shop.
yeah,
And now I'm a bartender, but I mean, a bartender working lunch is a glorified waitress. Like, I don't make a ton of drinks. I'm waiting tables. Whatever. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. But the reason that I love the place that I work is that I can go like, hey, have you ever tried this? And then a couple of weeks later, that's a special on the menu because he fucked around with it and thought it was a cool idea. And I just think that's awesome. And that's why I really like the spot that I'm at and our executive chef, Miller, because I could just be like, hey.
You said Miller before, and I'm like,
no, yeah, you've never met him. I mean, he cooked the food for my wedding. And for he was the one that came in for the engagement party or the wedding shower or whatever. The brunch.
Oh,
So he made your off menu meal.
Yeah.
Because
it was good. I liked it.
Did we ever talk about this on the show? I was like, so we have, my best man, he's gluten-free, but he'll eat anything otherwise, like he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then his wife is vegetarian, so we need to have some kind of options for them. And I'm like talking about this. And then Sean was like, let me just stop you there. How about we just make whatever they want for them?
And then
everybody else can eat everything else. He's like, we'll just do whatever menu that you want to do, and then we'll just make a special meal just for the two of them.
I get special treatment. I'm gonna have a little celiac like sticker that I can hang in my rearview mirror. I get special.
It's like a handicap sticker.
Yeah, it's a handicap sticker, but it's for celiac.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Or you get one of those medical bracelets.
You got like the pasta Scotty with the sausage, something like that.
Yeah, it was like sausage and
it's like a cream sauce. That's in like a bourbon cream sauce.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I gobbled it up like a good boy.
But anyway, I don't know how we got on this, but 2 weeks ago I was talking to Miller. I was like, me and my mom used to make a spinach dip, and the base is cream cheese. He was like, oh, cream cheese.
What else would you do?
So he's thinking of like a very elaborate, like spinach artichoke dip using
like a
all
fucking
kind- yeah.
bechamel.
and flour, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, we used to it was seriously spinach, and it had to be frozen spinach, so you could squeeze out all the moisture.
Mhm.
You didn't have to cook it off.
Yeah.
And then cream cheese, we used flour. We wound up not using flour to keep it gluten free.
Yeah.
And then just artichokes, and it was just cream cheese, and then like mild cheddar cheese, and that was it. And then a couple weeks later, he's like, I made a thing. Try it. And it was basically the recipe that I gave him, and it was fucking great. Whereas, like what you were saying, if you had some whatever,
you gotta fucking make that. You gotta
Yeah.
make batches of it every
Yeah.
day.
And you can't do a bechamel without making it to order.
Yeah, exactly. So
It just seizes up.
and that would just be a
Yeah.
fucking pain.
So like I talked to I won't name names, but like a guy who's not
name names. Sorry.
so like a guy who's not even a chef now. And he was like, "Wait, you use beer and bourbon in something?" I'm like, "Yeah, because it's awesome."
Oh,
He was
yeah,
like, "But you're mixing this and what?" Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, "We're talking about chili, dude. We're talking about chili." I was like, "Of course, I'm gonna pour half the beer I'm drinking into the chili, and it's gonna be fucking kick ass."
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He's like, "Well, you probably should have went with." I'm like, "Have you even fucking tried it? Do you even know what you're fucking talking?" Like,
I accidentally put ginger on nachos the other night.
how was it?
You couldn't tell because there was so much other shit on it. It doesn't
Yeah.
it gets buried.
Today on my
Like
right
shake
before
your, like, dried
I came
powdered
here, I
ginger.
was like, I'm gonna make Korean barbecue ham. That's what I'm gonna call it. And it was just fucking leftover ham steaks.
Like ketchup and soy sauce.
Yeah, soy sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's, smoked Tabasco, and curry. And it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it took 4 minutes.
We get hung up on that,
Yeah.
like layering flavors and all that shit like that. But I mean, sometimes you just throw a bunch of shit in a pot and it tastes good.
Yeah.
And if it works, it works. Did Miller use the frozen spinach thing?
No, he wound up using fresh spinach just because if you did, he made a good point. He was like, we have to keep it hot all day because it just sits in a double boiler.
Mhm.
So he's like, the spinach would turn brown. So what he wound up doing was he did that dip. It's basically just a cream cheese cheddar dip. I think it had chicken stock in it. And that just kind of simmers all day in a double boiler. And then they fresh chop spinach and throw it right in right before it's served.
Oh, man. That's
It was
awesome.
so good. And it was with like pita chips.
Yeah.
You couldn't eat any of this.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It sounds great, though.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Although
Although you could have done the tortilla chips, which we have. So.
and the dish is gluten-free, though, huh?
Yeah, but not the pita chips.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But cool.
Yeah. But it's not on special anymore, so you're not
Delish.
going to find that. But I really have to pee, so let's take a break.
Okay, real quick break.
Before it gets too late to take a break.
Yeah, because we're bumping up against that. I got one more thing I really, really want to talk about when we get back. Mike, if you're still with us, I want to talk about the Mandalorian. So, yeah, enjoy stupid Frank McGinnis and his band American Film History.
Maybe this is why he hasn't come back on the show in a while.
You let the picture steal your heart. Don't let the picture steal your heart. A steady stream of water. Is that what you people want? When we bore a hole through that spot. When he jumped off that cliff, unsure underneath, I was jealous it looked so free. Don't let the picture steal your heart. Don't let the picture steal your I will walk in some direction, only carrying sad cliches and the clothes that I wore that day. Only miss me if you're stupid. Let me be a collection of stories you'll always love.
This is Frank from the band American Film History, and you're listening to Dead Radio Podcast.
All right.
Do you want to talk about your situational awareness?
So yeah, I guess Adam went to the bathroom. I stayed down here because I must be dehydrated or something. But I was just surfing my phone, nodding along the American Film History, and looked up and was quite taken aback that there was someone in here. I had
I've been
no
sitting here for a
fucking clue.
full 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I opened another drink, sat down,
my
got
headphones-
myself all set up.
My headphones are a little higher than usual.
Yeah,
because I'm actually curious if this the heater the fireplace heater that we had down here shit the bed.
Okay.
So I got
well,
this.
you got that pretty much for free, right?
I got the fireplace heater. I think we got from the Restore.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Restore for opening their new location. I have no idea where it is.
I'm never gonna go there
Look that
because
shit
it's
up.
not close to my house. So
Where is it?
It's on Route 9 somewhere.
Oh, and now I gotta know because
I'm never
like,
gonna go. I'm never gonna go there.
Yep. We used to be like
I would love to say I'm gonna go there, but I'm never gonna go there. I used to stop at Restore 3 days a week.
Yeah. Yeah, we went all the time. Now, wait, let me see where they opened here.
So Restore, for those that don't know, is the Habitat for Humanity. It's kind of like a secondhand store.
Yeah.
It's like Salvation Army, except for
They're not pieces of shit.
Yeah, the money actually goes to people instead of just funding a giant corporation that only 30% of their profits actually go to charity.
Yeah. So these guys, you get.
I mean, they're still super go Jesus, but I can't hold that against them when they're actually doing good.
They're doing great stuff, and it's mostly
stuff. Fucking Jimmy Carter on their side.
Brooks actually volunteered for Habitat for Humanity too.
Yeah.
So yeah. This says they're at Catherine Street still. I don't remember where they moved. You guys could check it out on Facebook. It's there somewhere. But yeah, I don't think
They used to be right off of 44 near Dark Side.
Now I gotta look. Because, yeah, Brooke would look at me and go, "You want to go to Restore?" I'm like, yeah. I got those headphones. Those awesome Sony headphones. I found those there.
I got those less awesome ones from the 70s.
Oh, my God. Are they heavy and ridiculous? They sound like shit. They're horrible.
But they were $2, and they weighed 7 pounds.
And they work. They do the job. Yeah, but I got those there. We've gotten all kinds of cool stuff. Those fun masks that we have, those clear masks, the paint all over them. Yeah, I got those.
Yeah, Tanner and Bryce came from there.
Tanner and Bryce. I found that I have a creepy porcelain mask that I tried to I don't know what. I wasn't sure what it would do. I was trying to heat the paint to see if it would run or bubble or anything like that. And as I was doing it, the nose, the part of the nose of the mask just went ping and shot straight at me, past my fucking ear across the room. So now it's got a chip in it, and I stopped what I was doing because I was scared.
Yeah, porcelain you're not going to want to heat up with a torch. It's
I don't know.
It needs to be heated evenly.
I was going for the paint.
I understand that. And porcelain is going to be one of the more less heat sensitive, but if it's porcelain, like the kind of thing you buy in a it might be porcelain, but it's not actually heated to the proper temperature for it to be totally safe.
8 Neptune Road in Poughkeepsie, New York. So that's near Red Lobster.
Okay. I'm never going there. I'm never going to go there.
That sucks, man.
Never going to go there. I might go there if I set out to go there on a Saturday. But for me, it's normally a Tuesday. I get out of work and I go, I got an hour to kill before Amy gets home. I can run and do some stuff. I got to go to Arlington or I got to go to Adams. It's right there. So I'll stop by there first, pick up some weird shit.
The thing about the Restore is the secret's out now, though.
Yeah, and it's not as good.
Yeah, exactly. Once people get...
They never did the 50% off days. It used to be almost every other Saturday, everything was 50%
There's
off.
a certain Salvation Army that I go to pick up clothes that are really nice. Levi's jeans, designer fucking, name brand fucking T-shirts and shirts and all kinds of shit like that. Most of my work clothes and some of my fucking everyday clothes are from there. I don't tell anybody about it anymore. Because I was told by someone, I'm not even going to say who told me, because I don't want people fucking showing up there. It's toward the more affluent side of the Hudson Valley. So a lot more cool shit shows up there. Kenneth Cole, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I go there. But, yeah, it's a bummer because I love that fucking store.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Have you looked into Disney Plus at all?
No.
Okay.
Not even a little bit at all.
What's your take on it?
I don't know.
So
I know that there's some Star Wars shit that I'll probably want to watch.
I broke down and I got it.
Okay.
Because I was just in the mood.
I didn't even know it was a thing yet.
I was it's like last week, Friday I think it was. It started.
So this is,
and it was funny because that day I was just like, I want to watch fucking Star Wars, and specifically the Clone Wars or Rebels, that other cartoon that they had.
About that either.
It's it's kids. Fucking
No.
shows,
No,
but it's
I'm
got
not.
It's got Jedis and lightsabers.
100% not looking down on you for liking that. I fucking watched the entire How to Train Your Dragon series.
Oh, okay.
So it's not about that. It's just it's me going I don't want to get into several seasons of this right now.
Oh yeah,
and I never
if you've
watched
never,
it.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen the Clone Wars, the
No,
TV
no,
show?
no.
Holy shit! It's like
Yeah.
It's like 6 seasons of like 20 episodes each.
Yeah. So I never got into it, not because I wouldn't be into it. So I just want to make it clear that I'm not making fun of you by saying I've never watched
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So I got it on Friday, thinking that it had been out. It dropped already.
It was like $10 a month.
It's $7.
That's not bad.
Like $7.
Yeah.
It's like $7 or $8 a month, and then I log on. It's glitchy and clunky right now, but it's gonna be because they didn't expect. How a company doesn't expect
$1 trillion company doesn't.
$1 trillion expects that the launch to be good. Oh, we expect the launch to be great. Hey, fuckos, it's gonna be way more than you fucking think because like Matt got it, I got it, this person got it, that person got it. Like all those people are gonna just fall right the fuck off once they know somebody who's got a password. They're gonna steal that password.
Yeah, can I get yours?
Yeah.
I'll trade you for something else.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you. I don't fucking, like, I'm gonna keep it, and this is
Do you
why.
have Hulu?
I do, but it's somebody else's.
Oh, okay.
So I have everything
Yeah.
now. But I got the Disney thing because I wanted to watch Star Wars. It has all the Star Wars, everything you can think of, and it's got that new show, The Mandalorian.
Which I want to watch.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's-
going to watch it.
Here's the fucking awesome part. It's half-hour episodes. 35 minutes, 32 minutes, whatever the hell. It's great. I'm sick of fucking hour-long episodes.
Here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of 22-minute episodes.
Yes! That bothers me.
Hour-long episodes, I'm okay with, depending on the show.
Exactly. Like
depending on the show.
Yeah. Like Walking Dead is 40 minutes long without commercials, and I think they could whittle that down to 30 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, it just there's certain shows that you're just like, okay, come on, like Glow.
Haven't watched that yet.
Excellent.
I've heard.
I don't know how you feel about it because you're not into wrestling.
I
and
fucking
that's
hate
kind of-
wrestling so much, but I've heard that the show is good enough for it to be
It's
entertaining.
hilarious. It's half hour. It's 30, 35-minute episodes. It's perfect, man. It's a nice quick watch. They tell the fucking story. There's no fucking about. So the Mandalorian is they're going the route of Dredd. He didn't take his mask off.
Yeah.
2 episodes have come out yet. Come out. He hasn't taken off his mask, and his voice sounds like he's talking through a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
It
because he is.
Technically, he is.
Yeah. It's like a little speaker.
John Favreau.
So
John
people that
Favreau
don't,
is
this
producing
is
it.
Boba Fett show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, it's not
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
No.
No, Boba Fett. So his armor, Boba
Mhm.
Fett's armor.
Mhm.
He's a Mandalorian from the
Okay.
planet of. Wait for it, Mandalore.
Okay.
And they're like if war was a religion, that's their religion. Like their weapons, like their personal weapon is like a crucifix to a Catholic. Like it's part of them. They never let it go. They never take their masks off. They do. I don't know why they said it in the store, but it doesn't matter. They rarely take their masks off. They're
Yeah, like you're gonna come home and have a fucking bowl of cornflakes.
their
You're not gonna
armor
wear
is
the
their
mask.
armor is specialized.
Mhm.
Like it's like Damascus steel kind of thing. But I think it's impenetrable to lightsabers, too.
I don't know.
And they have to they get their rank, and then they have to prove themselves, and then they slowly gain ranks and all that stuff. And
Although actually, if it's impenetrable to blasters, it would be impenetrable to lightsabers.
yeah,
it's
it's like wearing it's like a high end Kevlar vest.
Yeah.
that protects
Well, because
against
it's the same
lightsabers, too.
energy.
Yeah.
and I never knew that until the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
where it's all about the kyber crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want to get nerdy.
Sure.
Lightsaber, kyber crystal is force sensitive. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
basically the Jedi meditates on.
We
and
know.
they,
Yeah,
they
I know
link
that.
it.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's the guy who's playing the Mandalorian is the Viper of Dorne from Game of Thrones, Pedro
Nice, I
Pascal.
like him.
He's fucking
great.
great.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte's in it.
Why?
He's in it, and he's great.
I didn't know he was acting.
He
still.
just doesn't.
If you were like, yeah, if you said to me, "Did you know Nick Nolte died 3 years ago?" I'd have been like, "No, I didn't know that," and we would have moved on.
Nick Nolte, like they hire him for his look and his voice now because his voice is so gravelly and disgusting from smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, and his face
and
is
fucking freebasing cocaine.
his hair is ridiculous.
Yeah,
his
of course.
face is beet red. He's overweight. He's old as shit. You're like, we need a rock bottom motherfucker for this role. Where's Nick Nolte? But in this, he just lends his voice. But it's perfect. An IG droid shows up.
Yeah, IG-88.
I don't think it's
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 not
not IG-88, but it's an IG droid. I'm sure he's gonna show up once in a while. Dude,
That was 100% the reason why I wanted to watch the show.
I think it was something else. I think it was like maybe a well, because it was kind of like a teaser that he's gonna show up, and if he's anything like this droid, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah,
because he's a fucking. It's like one of the best like, just Star Wars gunfight. The opening scene of the show sets the pace for this whole thing. You're like, oh shit, this is gonna be pretty rough. This is gonna be pretty fucking like brutal and crazy. The Mandalorian doesn't say much. Werner Herzog is in it. You know who that is?
No, I know the name.
He's this German actor who's just creepy and scary as shit.
What's he in?
He was in Jack Reacher. He played a Russian because, the Eastern Bloc.
Weird.
Yeah. Millions of other, like,
Oh, yeah, I
movies,
know.
man. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
scary motherfucker. And all these actors just pop up, and they're in it for, like, say, oh, Horatio Sands is in it. I don't think we're ever going to see him again. He's just in the show. Oh, and Brian Posehn, the comedian, he's in it. I think this whole fucking show is just going to be people, famous
cameos.
people popping up everywhere just for like a quick role, and then it's just going to move on. But the story's fucking solid. It's got that Star Wars cutesiness that sometimes they lean too far toward it sometimes.
Yeah,
but
I just watched The Last Jedi a couple of days ago, and I just really dislike the
fucking
movie now.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's like that's up there with Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace for me.
And how people in the 70s, or if you were a person that saw the first Star Wars in the theater and then took your kids to see Return of the Jedi, how sick you would feel leaving that movie.
The Last Jedi, you mean?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like with those fucking cutesy little stupid things with Chewbacca.
Yeah. The fucking penguin looking,
Yeah, that
puffin
was
looking
so
thing.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a bad movie. I tried to
Yeah,
rewatch
it's a
it,
really bad movie.
and I had to I found myself fast forwarding through shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was exactly what I did. I fast forwarded until all the fight scenes and watched those, and then
And
went
even
to
the
sleep.
fight scenes were kind of like, ugh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think I was just kind of watching it because I was like, I'm not going to be able to watch this for free for much longer.
Yeah.
Because it's still on Netflix.
So it's Disney,
Mm-hmm.
it's Star Wars, and it's Marvel.
What?
All of the Marvel movies, all of them. Like we
Are
watched
gonna be moving to that?
Captain Marvel the other night.
Okay.
Not bad.
I liked it.
Fun.
Yeah.
Just like the other ones.
Yeah,
Fun.
it was one of those movies where I was really annoyed when I saw other Marvel movies and I didn't know what was happening because I missed the Captain Marvel movie.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Which I'd never experienced.
Yeah.
We
We were gonna watch Endgame, but
Mm-hmm.
we decided because I still haven't seen Endgame and I still have no idea what happens, which is
amazing.
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. So we watched Captain Marvel to make sure that we were all caught up.
Well,
before
now
we
you're
watch
caught
Endgame.
up.
We're
like
solid.
now, yeah, you don't have
On
to.
solid footing.
If you saw even
Ant-Man and the Wasp. You gotta see that one. You gotta watch the ending for that one to know what the fuck's going on.
Kind of not. Like it'd be okay.
But regardless,
Yeah.
all this at your fingertips, right? All the
Yeah.
Disney movies, ESPN, I think is on there too, or some shit like
cares?
that. I'm sorry, National Geographic. You got to pay extra for ESPN Plus. In my glory, because Star Wars, I could watch them a million goddamn times. I love them. I love the lore. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Even if I personally think George Lucas is
Should
one
be
of,
shot in the face.
I don't not shot in the face, just shunned for being a fucking douche.
Yeah.
He's a douche. He came up with a good he came up with a good foundation, and better people built on that foundation.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
every time he became involved, like kind of after the fact, like when the canon was a thing.
There's a video of Freddie Prinze Jr. Losing his fucking mind about fans shitting on George Lucas and shitting on the story and how it's going. Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm sorry, I should stop. I should stop myself there.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is a very, very successful voice actor.
Did not know that.
He's been in.
I just know him from all of the 90s movies.
Yep. He said he fucked off after that, after the teen fucking dramas or teen comedies or whatever the hell, and started doing voice acting. He was in Star Wars Rebels. He played he was in almost all the episodes. His character died toward the end, but he was freaking out because I guess he's George Lucas is a close personal friend of his, and he was just like, "They're kids' movies. They're supposed to be kids' movies," and he's freaking out about that. And I'm like, "Okay, man."
The thing you were in was supposed to be a kids' movie, maybe.
The Rebels was a kids' show.
Yeah.
However, here's the thing. Yeah, maybe he started these out to be kids' movies, but they're not anymore.
No.
They're not just kids'
So you're talking
movies.
about a person with a laser sword that cuts people in half on occasion.
Yeah.
That is not a kid's fucking thing.
It's not. It can't be.
I mean, the first fucking movie, episode 4, for whatever reason, I'm still fucking angry about it because whatever George Lucas, it's bullshit.
He's a liar.
It's bullshit.
He's
You're
a
a fucking liar.
he's a liar.
You're a fucking liar. Episode 4, the first fucking movie. His aunt and uncle are burned alive, and you see their bodies sitting there. Give me a fucking break. No, it was not meant for kids. It was meant, their key demographic was males from 13 to 30.
Mm-hmm.
That was their key demographic. That was what they were going for.
And then they
were
saw
going
that
for
the figurines and everything came out, and then they got the kids department. They
no,
got
not they. George Lucas.
Yeah.
George Lucas. That's the one fucking thing that he did right. Where he was like, "Yeah, you just take the movie. I'll just take 85% of the merchandising." And that was how he made hundreds of millions of dollars in the long run.
Exactly.
And he's still getting it.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, and Empire Strikes Back. He had a real problem with that movie because nothing in it was marketable.
Yeah. And
Nothing.
it's the best fucking one.
Exactly.
It's the best fucking one.
And that's why.
It's the best fucking movie.
Because
It
solid
wasn't
script.
It wasn't marketable. It wasn't marketable until almost a decade later when we started getting shit from China.
Yeah.
When they could make like ridiculous large amounts of these huge scale toys that people would pay $30, $40, $50 for.
Side note: new season of The Toys That Made Us just came out too.
I haven't watched it yet.
Amazing.
It's good.
It's on Netflix. Watch it. It's incredible.
Yeah,
it's
in my queue.
They talk about the Star Wars toys.
Yeah.
At great length. It's like one
I mean,
episode.
I constantly am like scrolling through Instagram and go down like a huge rabbit hole of just like He-Man toys.
He-Man, that's an episode
I
too.
mean,
It's great. You'll love it. You'll fucking love it.
All the
You really
shit
will.
that I threw out in my when I was a teenager, I was just like, I don't fucking want
you watch
this.
this show, you're gonna want to hang yourself in your garage. Yeah,
Dude,
it's so funny.
I probably threw out
pay
if I just
thousands of
if I
dollars
just
for dumb
held
shit
if
that
I just held on to all of those toys, and everyone has this story, fucking everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If I just held on to all those toys, original Star Wars toys that my dad gave me that were like his toys when he was a kid, all that shit just got thrown out. Just got thrown out.
Yeah,
like because it was all up at our lake house. You know, shit at my grandparents' house. Like we all grew up, they just threw it out. Castle Grayskull shit. Like if you have a Castle Grayskull that's not in shitty condition, it's worth $2,000. And it's just this crappy little piece of plastic.
It's horrible too. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, we threw it out.
I don't
just threw it out.
Did the figures even fit in it?
No. There's a backdrop. No, it wasn't even like a thing that you played with. It was more like a carrier for your toys.
Yeah, okay. That
Like
was
it
what was.
opened up and you put the toys in it.
Yeah, so
I had that fucking big Ninja Turtles like battle dome that Krang had.
Yeah.
That fucking weird brain in the robot body.
I'm thinking Disney Plus. These are the people that need Disney Plus. Parents with young children, so they can have all of the
And
Disney
fucking
movies.
nerds.
And nerds our age.
Yeah.
because it's all the Marvel movies and all the Star Wars movies and the Disney movies. Now, I will leave you with this. I love this shit. I'm so happy. I'm started watching Clone Wars again. I'm really excited about it. I've watched it twice already. You know, I'm just gonna go. I skipped a bunch of seasons and I went to the real good shit. Like season 4 is when it starts really getting good. But Brooke scrolled through it. And I was just like, I told her, I'm like, hey, it's up on the TV, on the Fire Stick. Check it out. Tell me what you think. And
Try it out. Yeah.
Try it out. I come back, you know, it was like the next day or something like that. And she's like, oh, I went through Disney Plus. I'm like, yeah, what'd you think? She's like, it's a bunch of shit I've already seen before. Yeah. And I went, oh, fuck. It is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You're paying to watch a bunch of shit that you're
they're
fans of.
They're investing like in the future of things. And
Yes.
I think that they're
this Mandalorian thing. So the Mandalorian.
You'll have people that'll pay
and
going back to HBO. I will pay $10 a month to have HBO as long as Game of Thrones is on. But I will never, ever, ever I will never pay $10 a month for HBO if that show's not on there. It's just never going to happen. And now we've gotten to the point where we're 8 years out. I didn't have cable when the show started.
Yeah.
Most people didn't have cable when the show started. Some people did. So it needed to have the people that already had HBO to create the momentum to get people to go, oh, fuck, I need to watch this show.
Mike Bleakley's having a fucking stroke right now, not being able to talk to us in person with
the Ewoks thing.
Star Wars.
It's
no, he just private messaged me.
I love the Ewoks because I was born in 1983.
Yeah.
If I was fucking 25 when that movie came out, I'd been like, this is horse shit.
But I mean, it wasn't like they weren't that
bad for us.
They really weren't that bad.
For us. But you're not thinking about the TV show, the cartoons.
Oh, see,
all
I never
that
watched
shit.
that garbage.
Dude, they had TV shows. There was a show on like HBO or something.
Oof.
There was like Ewok Adventures. There were cartoons. There was all kind. It was a whole big marketing thing.
No thanks.
And none of that survived because nobody wants to watch that dog shit.
Yeah, so this Disney Plus for the parents, it's great. For the nerds and the fucking, you know, from however age to, you know, probably 40s at this point, it's for men.
Yeah.
It was, I wouldn't say just men, but mostly men are the humans that sit down and watch something for the 5th or 6th or 7th or 10th or 12th time.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I do. I go, should I watch this new movie that looks interesting or watch fucking Return of the Jedi for the 300th time? I watch Jedi because there's lightsabers in that and there's no lightsabers in this fucking time travel movie that looks like it might be a B movie. You know what I mean?
My whole thing is if I watch a new movie and it doesn't grab me like 100% instantly, I just fall asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just fall asleep.
I play on my phone.
Like I can watch Naked and Afraid. Like a fucking like shitty show that is fucking terrible that I've watched every episode at least twice, and I could be up all night watching that.
Yeah,
but I
weird,
put on
man.
some sci-fi movie that I've never heard of that seems pretty good. 15 minutes into it, I'm sleeping. So it's like this weird thing where your brain is just like, oh, this is familiar. We can hang with this.
Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. That's my take on fucking Disney Plus. I don't know.
You didn't sell it on me. I'm not fucking getting it.
The Clone Wars is the final season's coming out. It's like 10 years later.
But that's the thing. It's like that's not something I'm going to jump into, and I think a lot of people are not going to. I don't think they're going to gain any new subscribers, and the thing is, it's
they
Disney.
just got to keep coming out with
it's Disney.
original material.
So I think they're looking at this as like we're going to throw money in the garbage for the next 20 years. Or 10 years or 5 years or whatever their fucking plan is. They don't care that they're going to lose money on it for a while. They're just not making money. So to have all the Marvel stuff on there, somebody might go, you know what? I really want to watch Iron Man 3 right now. You know, whatever Iron Man it is. somebody might go, I'm in the mood to watch the first Avengers. I haven't seen that in a long
Yeah.
fucking time. That was a great movie. And then they go, well, it's $5.99 to rent it, but it's only $7 to get Disney Plus.
And watch it whenever the fuck I feel like it.
And then I can watch some other shit. So you get the 30-day trial, and then at day 31, you're like, fuck, I guess I'm in this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's what they're banking
Brooke
on.
was like, "You bought that?" I'm like, "You do that fucking Ipsy thing." So
Yeah.
it's
Well-
$7. It's $7.
Well, we rented a movie. I don't even remember what it was, but we rented a movie a couple
That's
of
the
days ago.
morning shift.
We rented a movie a couple of days ago. It was $5.99, or we could watch it for free on Cinemax. Cinemax would have been $9.99 because if we've already done the trial, so I can't get free.
You get all
Cinemax.
that like late night programming on Cinemax.
I mean, I guess. Why would you want to watch any of that?
But it's free on
You can
your
get
on
way-
your phone, not
You
even
can
on your
get-
computer. On
you
your
can get
phone.
way more ridiculous shit for free. So it would have been.
I watch it
was,
for the acting.
It was $5.99 to
storylines.
rent the movie, and then it would have been $9.99 a month to get Cinemax. I could have just paid $9.99 and then watch movies for 30 days.
Yeah.
But I was like, is there really anything I want to fucking watch on there? Probably not. It might last 30 days, but for me, I'm basically banking that $3 on the fact that I'm going to remember to cancel it in 30 days. And I
Yeah.
know I'm not gonna. So it's not going to save me $3. It's going to cost me $13. So let's just rent the movie. We'll watch the movie. And that was that. So I mean I could see it becoming something, but I don't like you said, if you had kids, that makes sense.
Oh my god, man! Just turn that thing on,
Yeah.
and it does that thing where it just keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going. I mean, it's not just like it's like weird shit too, like Kim Possible. If you're a fan of that fucking show,
No.
it's a cartoon that was on. I don't
Is
know,
Gargoyles
probably
on
10 years
there?
ago. Gargoyles is on there.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
I'll just give you my password.
Yeah, that's
just
fine.
like I'm mainly for the Mandalorian. Like if the Mandalorian.
No, but the thing is, that didn't sell me. Gargoyles fucking sold me on it. Gargoyles is worth $7 a month because it'll take me 3 to 5 months to get through all the seasons.
The way I see it is,
What? Wait, isn't Batman on there too? Yeah.
I
All
think
right.
the Batman animated series,
Yeah.
X-Men animated series.
All right. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm
Spider-Man.
done. Yeah, that's fine. Why didn't you lead with that, you idiot?
I don't know. It just wasn't. I like the X-Men. I like the X-Men. I tried watching it again. It doesn't hold. I can't watch it.
No, I know.
But
Batman the animated series definitely
that I'm
holds
probably gonna check out because
that was what like
that was I
that was
watched the
when
hell out of that
like
fucking
when Joker and Harley Quinn were like really good characters and just like we have hyenas now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill did the voice.
Yeah.
I
So
think
good.
it's on there. Now I gotta
Yeah.
look. But
if it's not, I'm gonna be really pissed at you.
yeah. And
That sold me
Batman-
like the Mandalorian. Sure, I want to watch that, but I could probably watch it illegally online already.
Oh, let me say.
Yeah, because all those shows were on like Disney XD.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I could
it's
watch
on there.
Spider-Man, Gargoyles.
Batman and the X-Men.
Yeah. That's what sold me. Fuck everything else.
But here's the thing. The way I look at The Mandalorian, and I know I'm like harping on this, but Jon Favreau is attached to it. He's like producing, directing, writing, I think.
And he was fantastic.
He's great. He's fucking great at comic book shit. And this is like right in his fucking wheelhouse. And they got all these crazy actors showing up to do all these like minor roles and stuff. The fucking bartender in the very first scene, you're like, I know that guy. And he just doesn't show up again. He just pops up.
So it's just people that just want to be attached to the project.
Jeff Tate, UFC fighter. He's in it. Just guys just pop up. And I'm thinking if they do what Netflix does and just throw a shitload of money at productions, they can make it really work because they have the licensing for such crazy shit. How fucking awesome would it be if we saw a young Yoda series?
Yeah.
Like a Yoda Jedi Knight. Just 3-4 seasons or whatever. I shit my fucking pants.
The thing with that is that
You'd have me as a customer for life. if you
that
did
kind of production value is not something that can be sustainable on a subscription-based service.
You don't. Oh well.
A fully CGI character, no way.
Well, not. it's not just the service though. They got they have the licensing.
No,
they
no,
have
but what I'm specifically the Yoda thing, they would lose money in that show, but it would boost the brand.
They'd
so
get all
it
the
might
toys
be
out
it might
of
be
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but small example, Walking Dead with the fucking tiger in that show. People went nuts over that. They thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And everybody involved with the show was like, it would be cheaper for a tiger to be on set every day and have the tiger attack somebody and seriously injure them every day than for us to create the fake tiger.
Hey Siri. Yeah. That's the trick, isn't it? So like maybe the Yoda thing would be more of an animated thing.
It would have to be animated.
Yeah.
To do a live action show with Yoda, I mean,
that fucking
like I didn't
art that they
realize
have,
I didn't realize like how much fucking goes into like a true fully rendered CGI
Oh,
character.
it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
You think about what we did in high school. That was like the
claymation stuff.
Well, the claymation stuff, and even the CGI stuff, the 3D, the imagery and stuff like that. Primus, Tales from the Punch Bowl. That album cover, I think it was like 1996. That album came out. That album cover was done in the same Adobe or whatever the program we were using, because you can see how fucking bad it looks.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like a CGI 3D image, not 3D, a CGI image that they did in, what was the name of the program that we used? I can't remember. But something with an A. It's not Adobe. It was like Audition or not Audition. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it looks like shit. If you did that now, it'd look amazing.
Yeah.
And so stuff that looks great now probably takes similar lengths of time to render to that it did then. So you think about hours and hours of time to render like 5 seconds.
A single frame.
Yeah, a single
so
frame. Or
I
whatever.
would almost guarantee that. So like Yoda fighting Count Dooku in Episode 3 or whatever fucking movie it was, when it was like, oh, Yoda is a Jedi. We forgot about that. Those CGI like parts, I would almost guarantee that like that shit's like half the budget of the movie. That's 10 times the budget of the entire series of the Clone Wars. Because in the Clone Wars, you have just like this, basically a stick figure that you put shit on in the computer, and then it moves, and nothing really changes. Whereas you have like a really fully rendered computer image of a person with hair and muscles and things that actually are interacting. Every frame takes, like you said, 10 fucking hours to render out, and then somebody has to animate that. It's fucking crazy.
So,
you know, I look at just animating like text on a screen, and you're just like, yeah. So this is 4 minutes, and it took me 39 hours to do.
I see the potential in the whole thing, but they got to be quick about it.
They got the money, so
yeah, they have the fucking money, so they just need to be quick about it so that people don't lose they don't lose interest.
Well, I think with the Marvel stuff, they're jumping in at a good time.
Yeah, because now
it's kind of over, but not totally over.
It's just a new step. Now they have to build another.
So like the whole Avengers thing is over.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really over, but it's like that story has reached a crescendo. It's done, and now you've got that market. What's kind of the same thing where like you watch Terminator 1 for free in a bunch of places, but if you want to watch Terminator 2, you got to pay $3.99.
Yes, you do. They know.
So it's just
they're not stupid.
It's that market. It's just supply and demand. People go, well, I want to watch Beauty and the Beast. Are you willing to pay $2.99 for it?
Beauty and the Beast. Couldn't help it. Sorry.
Yeah. Whereas like they'd have to pay you $3 to watch the new one.
They'd have to pay me a lot more to watch the new one.
But you'll watch the old one for $2.99. So I think it's a good move. I hate it. You know? But if somebody was just like, hey, if somebody said to me outside of all of this, hey, would you pay $7 a month to watch any Avengers movie at any time? I'd be like, yeah. But if you're like, but it's Disney, I'd be like, it's like that weird connotation.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, did you know McDonald's owns Spider-Man now? I'd be like, well, Spider-Man's bullshit then. It's
Well, I was
it's-
like, yeah, like Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like buying shit off Amazon.
Mhm.
Every time you click,
You're buying, you're buying shit from fucking Walmart.
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
In some way, you're a piece of shit. I know.
Everyone's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, what do you say? Now's a good time.
Do you want to talk about your Nest cameras really quick?
Oh yeah, real quick. Your
Yeah,
Nest
I bought
cameras.
security cameras.
Yeah, this is great.
And I got a notification.
That
No, that our Airbnb guest checked in.
So wait, the cameras are downstairs or just?
No, I just stuck one out the back window. I set it up in 15 minutes before I came here. And it gives you notifications of motion. So this is the people
How much?
checking in.
Can I ask how much this cost?
Amy bought them. It was like $300.
It's got fucking sound.
It has
too?
audio, everything.
How much?
Like $300 for 2 cameras.
Oh shit! Wow, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, but this was just like stuck out the window.
What's Amy doing?
Well, I don't have cameras in the house.
Oh, they're all outside the house.
Well, they're not set up yet. I
Oh.
set this
Oh, you
one
just
up.
slapped this one up just.
Yeah,
to see how it
this
would
is
do.
the back porch.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's-
No,
yeah.
I see where it. I see where it is.
It's actually like magnetized to a lamp.
I'd be just staring at this all day.
Well, you can watch
seeing
a
what's
live
going
feed
on.
too if you want.
I know. That's what I mean. I'd be like staring at it all day, just wondering what my dogs are doing. Probably nothing. But
Well, you can get the indoor ones too. I don't
definitely.
know how to get out of this.
I would definitely put one outside on the street just to.
So that's the live view of my backyard,
Oh,
but nothing's happening right now, obviously.
yeah, it's boring as hell.
But I do know that they shut off the.
I'd
back
spy on
porch light,
Brooke so
which is
much.
weird.
I want to know what she's doing.
Why?
I don't, because she tells me when I come home, and I look around the house and stuff's moved and fixed and this and that.
She's like, I
and
did
cleaned
this and
everything.
this, and you're like, that's boring. And go in here and watch Star Wars shows.
Yeah, if I were you, I would have. Yeah, I would have been on Disney Plus all day. But to each his own. All right,
So yeah, for a couple $100, you can have home surveillance. It's pretty neat.
it's the golden age.
My big thing is it's because of the Airbnb stuff.
I remember my mem.
Because
Oh,
we've
yeah.
gotten negative reviews of people who have never checked into the house.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, the lawn wasn't mowed, so we didn't check in. I'm like, you're not renting the lawn, you fucking piece of shit.
They just
Yeah.
fucking before even looking at the place, they just pieced out and got a hotel and they didn't check in.
Yep. And then
You still
left
got
us,
paid though.
Oh yeah. And then they left us a negative review and requested all their money back.
And you said absolutely not.
Oh yeah, I said you can go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but that's still like a 1-star review. that
Yeah, but
they can't do.
out of principle.
But
Wow.
now I have fucking video evidence of like they never fucking checked in. They never came into the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's
Anyhow.
part of the reason why we did it. But and
Alright.
also like if somebody trashes the place or breaks into our place, like we have video evidence, we have their face. So it like worst case scenario, somebody comes in the back door and then they break through the door to go upstairs and they rob our house.
Mm-hmm.
We have video of them.
Yeah.
Plus, be like, that looks a lot like the person that checked into our Airbnb. Maybe it was definitely them. So.
Yeah.
And also, people see a video camera and they're like, I'm going to be on my best behavior.
If they see it. Some people are fucking stupid. I'm not looking for that kind of thing.
That's true.
Not stupid, but
Yeah. So that camera's not going to live
Not
there.
perceptive.
I just
you just
put
wanted
it
to
up-
see what it looked like.
Yeah, I just put it up just
Yeah.
to see. But it's probably going to be like just above the door. I kind of want people to see it. So they go, "Oh, I've been recorded now
Mhm.
going into this place." So
Yeah, I would have it pointed in the same direction there, and I think you should put one inside the house facing the front door and kind of
yeah,
like
you
that.
You can't put shit. Well, I could put shit inside my house.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
In your house facing the
Yeah.
front door.
We just have the 2, so I'm going to put it outside.
Oh, okay. Outside
Yeah.
facing the street.
Yeah. Mostly, I mean, because No one's ever stolen a package off of our porch.
Oh
but
shit! Yeah,
that's
that
a
kind of
big
stuff.
that's a big thing
for sure.
Yeah, and you get like that motion and it sends you like motion detected, and it sends you the video.
Yeah, that's what the fucking crazy thing is. It just, I remember my mom had a surveillance thing at her house, and it was like those big fucking cameras, and it was a computer screen and then a digital recorder and all that shit, like this
And
big
that probably
fucking
cost
thing.
her thousands.
Oh yeah, it probably cost her a lot.
I'd have to
And
ask
now,
Amy. I'd have to ask
I think
Amy how much it costs.
I think she has
but
Nest now.
It's fucking great, dude. The smoke detectors, so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
so awesome. Like it tells you, hey, we're testing the smoke detector. Test the smoke detector. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna be really excited when Nest becomes aware.
Yeah.
And kills you. It's gonna be hilarious.
I wish I had a few more quotes from Terminator. Cyberdyne Systems.
Yeah, we need the dates. July 21st, 2001.
Cyberdyne becomes aware.
Mike probably
But
knows.
yeah,
Mike,
it's
what's the exact date that Cyberdyne Systems becomes aware?
A whale.
A whale. Oh shit. Yeah, man. That's that.
Skynet
Skynet. That's it. Well, Cyberdyne Systems. Skynet becomes aware.
perceives humans as a threat. I'm gonna rent Terminator 2 for $5.99. I guarantee it.
Not a lot of titles today.
We have pasta fagioli.
I kind of like pasta fazool. Like, with the Goomba way of saying
That's
it.
not gonna beat hot ice or Operation Salad Pizza.
Operation Salad Pizza that's the fucking winner. But fazool, I'll probably hashtag fazool.
So hashtag fazool and hot ice, and then Operation Salad Pizza.
August 4th, 1997. Mike Bleakley.
August 4th, 1997. Skynet becomes a whale.
I fucking love you. Mike, I love you. I'd take a bullet for you, buddy.
And he was just like, so why am I the movie expert? Like, what the fuck are you
That's
talking about?
fucking why, Mike. That's why. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, next week, either we still got people on the hook and shit, right?
Let's plan on Ryan if he's feeling better.
Sure.
I'd love to have him on.
Yeah.
But all of my maybes have been not very reliable, so I gotta start barking up some new trees.
Loose maybes. So okay. Next week is another week.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of this week. Everyone out there.
Or don't. Do what you feel.
Yeah.